What's up, everybody? Welcome to SLC Puck. I'm your host, Austin Facer, and no, you're not seeing double. There's two hosts today. I know you usually see two hosts, and we do look somewhat alike, I guess. I've heard that a couple times. I'm joined by my sister, Sammy, who usually joins me on Sundays for Sam Cam Sunday. It's Wednesday, the night of this recording. It's about 8:21 p.m. I'm guessing you guys are going to listen to this tomorrow on Thursday. Is July one of those months that has 31 days?
Yes, it is.
By the way, how does anybody know which?
Okay, you've never learned the knuckle thing?
I have deliberately tried to not learn this because it looks hard.
Anyone that is like the upper part of the knuckle has 31. Anything in the crevice
But then there's
not.
February, that's 28 most years, and 29's other years.
31 is the upper knuckle. The crevice is not 31. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. This is where it gets weird.
Okay, I wasn't listening. All right, but
you go to the other one and it's August because July and August.
Okay, let's just stop there. This is way too over my head. This is a hockey podcast, for heaven's sakes. This isn't. We're not doing like cerebral, groundbreaking work here, Sam. All right, we got to keep it simple for our listeners, for one, who are very smart. We love our listeners, but simple for two.
Yes.
For us, for my sake, really. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
That's what I say. And I say, hey, here's the best way to keep it simple, folks. You like the show, you want to support the show, go to BigTuskEnergy.com, buy some merch. John Oliver loves the merch. The Erie Seawolves love the merch. The Moon Mammoths, they love it. They stole this catchphrase. If you want to support someone who came up with this fair and square and holds the trademark, I talked about this in another episode. The people who are just tuning in now for the first time have no idea what I'm talking about. Just take my word for it. This merch is sick. It's $25 or less, everything. Go ahead and check it out. Be a part of the founding herd, for heaven's sakes, people. Do it. Tootin' bootin'. And we'll get going here. Again, this is episode 129 of SLC Puck. I have Sammy on for a very specific reason today. Sammy is usually gracious enough to be with me on Sundays because she's good to bounce ideas off of, and she opens up the dialogue a little bit. Otherwise, it's just a maniac ranting into a microphone in the basement, which has somehow, that formula has been wildly successful for some reason. I so appreciate the people who chose to support this with their time and attention, and a lot of people bought merch too. So would have never guessed, right? But I have you on today, Sam, because we're going to talk some girls in hockey today on Wednesday. Our good friend of the show, who we've never met, Alex Kerfoot, hosted a girls' skate today at the Oval. Yes. It might be National Girls Play Hockey Day or something like that. But regardless, the Mammoth, had a girls play hockey day where they, opened the rink up at the Oval to let the young ladies and women try hockey out for the first time. Looked like a riot. We'll play a video here in a second to recap that. But yeah, I just want to before we get to the meat of the show, Sam, that'll be kind of the crux. Okay. Let's take care of some housekeeping issues. Mammoth Week is this week. It's where I got this snazzy shirt.
It's very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what's great about the shirt? We've been working outside and it's about 100 degrees every day, and they picked a color that like sweats through really easily. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, so the pits and
it's also
the
been
chest.
Insanely hot this week too.
We were in. I haven't been able to go to all of them just due to my other job, but I was in Park City on Tuesday, and it was like even in elevation, it was freaking hot. It was very, very toasty. But still, like it was a great time, and like they're putting together we are, but really it's Kristen Bonus and Kaden Nielsen and Lisa Johnson who run the youth program. They're putting together like this awesome thing, tons of games, tons of activities, some on ice components as well. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah,
I haven't been able to go to any of the days yet either, but from what I've seen, it looks super fun. I love all the pictures of the little kids dressed up in like the veggie pads and stuff.
Yeah, we got a pair of those right here, don't we? Yeah. No, it's fun, and they're doing twinning with Tanev, to do the iconic Brandon Tanev picture. I want to show you this. I don't know if you saw this. This kind of leads me into the next thing I want to talk about. I don't know if you know who this guy is, Sam. He's Chris Armstrong. Does this guy ring a bell? He's the team president.
Yep.
Look at him. He's getting in on the fun there. He's twinning with Tanev.
Yep.
He doesn't quite have the Tanev quite yet. There's a little bit too much emotion in his face. Tanev's, it looks a little I don't know. It's hard to describe that. It's
It's
scary, but in a very non-traditional way. But anyway, I'm glad to bring that up because like I did want to talk about experience I had at Mammoth Week on Tuesday in Park City. Like I said, I saw a lot of our friends that we've gotten to know over last year. A lot of some listeners of the show. Some people who've seen me on Nashcast. I saw the Tyson Nash as well. He was there with the rest of the broadcast crew. You know, Kim Becker, Nick Olchek, Sarah Merrifield, Mike Folta, Adrian Denny, who's been crushing it on social media lately. So good to see Tyson, by the way. Like I'm still like more than 24 hours later, like just kind of like buzzing. Like I love, you know, this, like I love Tyson more than like any person on the planet. So always just makes me feel good to see him. You know, he's the best. But anyway, I put up that picture of Chris Armstrong because I introduced myself to Chris for the first time and just kind of told him like who I am, what I do. I did Nashcast and I do SLC Puck, and it was like super cool. Like I don't know why I didn't introduce myself to him sooner. Yeah, because I've seen him around. Like I saw him in Park City again for development camp, and he was like being really nice and gracious. And I don't know, I guess I just felt like a little intimidated, like a small fish in the big pond. Yeah, to go talk to the team president. He's really tall too. I think that's the other part. Yeah, because I'll be honest, Sam. I know like viewers of the show, like they probably think I'm like some sort of physical specimen. You know, they've seen me play hockey. They've seen me, you know, podcast. They're like, there's no way this guy could podcast if he weren't on steroids or some sort of performance enhancing drug. I'm just naturally funny, guys. What can I say? Yeah. But anyway, the truth is I'm really like 5'10", 5'11", kind of like 174 pounds. So
your driver's license says 6 feet, right?
I did lie about that on my driver's license. I also lie about it on my dating app as well.
Don't all men that are 5'11"?
We have to. It's funny, like the difference in matches you'll get when you list yourself honestly, and then when you know, give yourself the benefit of the doubt, you know.
It's like the men that post pictures of them with hair and they're actually bald. You have hair, yes.
I do. People need to know this because I wear my hat all the time. But anyway, maybe that's part of why I felt intimidated by Chris Armstrong because he's tall. He's probably like 6'3", 6'4". Might be even taller than that. He was wearing that shirt too. He's a well-dressed guy. But he was super kind, super nice, and you know, he was like, tell me about what you do. And, you know, I just told him a little bit about SLC Puck. He's like, you must be a hockey fan. And I just very briefly told him that, you know, I grew up in Davis County. We did the Davis County Win program. Very nice, very genuine guy. So anyway, I thought I'd tell you that. It was really cool to meet Chris. I wish I had like a SLC Puck business card to give him. But I think like you meet someone like that who's like the team president and he's like that gracious to like a fan or like a freaking goofball who like has a relationship with the team. And I just kind of noticed like, you know, a lot of people were coming up to him and like talking to him and he was just equally kind and gracious. I just think that like just speaks to like the character first nature of this organization. I'm not trying to kiss butt. Oh yeah. But it's just like, it's amazing.
I think even seeing like the whole broadcast team out at these events, like, and seeing them on the ice and stuff,
they're
like
part of
it. People love it. Like it just makes it feel more, you know, family oriented. And
dude, I'll tell you this other thing. So Tyson,
Kim Becker in her figure skates playing hockey is so great.
Yeah, and she's a freaking awesome skater too. She's very talented. She brought her baby too, which was cool.
Cute.
Hey guys, really quick as we close out the summer, we're getting close. We're getting into August. It's Pie and Beer Day tomorrow. I'm excited about that. It's a great Utah holiday. And what better way to celebrate it than with a great Utah tradition, getting married. And you need a ring to do that. A great place to get a ring, Payne Anthony Creative Jewelers or Jonathan's Jewelry. Go in there, just tell them you listen to SLC Puck. They'll knock $100 off of that ring for you. Hey, if you want to save even more dough, I've got a great opportunity for you too. Just scan this barcode right here. Actually, it's not a barcode, it's a QR code. Scan the QR code. You'll be prompted to send a message. Hit send on that sucker. You'll be entered to win a $250 gift card from Payne Anthony Creative Jewelers or Jonathan's Jewelry. We've been giving these away for quite a while now. Been an incredible partnership. We really appreciate Payne Anthony Creative Jewelers and Jonathan's Jewelry for their support of SLC Puck and hockey fans in Utah like you. Make sure you check them out. Payne Anthony Creative Jewelers is at Trolley Square. Jonathan's Jewelry is up in Cottonwood Heights, same ownership group. Great guys. We love them. We love their support, and we love you. Go get married, get a ring, do it now, save some money, say you listen to SLC Puck. Easy formula, folks. Let's get back to the show. But I don't even know if this is interesting to anybody who's listening, but who cares, right? But
well, they can go to Mammoth Week.
Yeah, we're pitching
Yeah,
Mammoth Week here.
yeah.
You know, give us a cut of the
Yeah, there
entry,
you go.
the gate. But yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you another funny story. Like Tyson's there, and Tyson's not he's like, people in hockey know who Tyson is. Like, he
Yeah.
played in the NHL for 8 years. He was the Coyotes commentator for 16 years.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we did some stuff together last year, and that was very successful. He's doing the podcast right now, which is going great. But he is like the most humble, like awesome, like cool dude. And he was like, they had this like try sled hockey thing there at the rink.
I was wondering if you tried that again.
I didn't. I already failed enough. I did that once a couple months ago. But I mean, Tyson got in the sled, and he was
awesome.
pushing himself around, and he was helping the kids that were falling over get upright. And I mean, he's just the best dude. He's I don't know if he listens to the show anymore. I don't know. I know he's busy with his own thing, but he's like a 50-year-old like teenager. Like, he's just like such a happy, cool dude. So anyway, that's enough butt kissing for once. I mean, I think we kissed everybody's butt, pretty sufficiently. Back to what I brought you on, Sam. Not just to hear me pucker up to the powerful folks at B. Mammoth Week, the hump of Mammoth Week, I guess you could say. I don't know. Did mammoths have humps?
I don't.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out when they recreate it using the genetic sequence. But I think the big thing today was this thing that's kind of been building some hype up for Alex Kerfoot's girl skate, which went on today. You might remember this. Alex Kerfoot was nominated for the King Clancy Award, the Community Hero Award for his work with the girls hockey community here in Utah. Had its crowning event today, and I mean, look at the smiles here. There's Kerfoot with some families here. They got out on the ice.
Yeah, look at that grin.
Yeah, and I don't know her name. I know she works with the street team with us as well, and she's on the ice as well. She's a good skater too. There's a couple of girls who are out on the street team. One of the on ice coaches who give much better instruction than me. Kiara Renfro's like a good example. She's super good. She does a lot of the work down in Provo, but it's awesome. I'm gonna get to like what I'm trying to get to here in a second. You can see like Fox 13 did a big story on it. I'll just read a quote here by Alex Kerfoot. He said, "This is awesome. Recent girl dad." There we go. That explains part of it. This is awesome. We've been able to spend a lot of time here in Salt Lake this summer. My wife, daughter, and I, we saw this as an opportunity to do something in the community. In the organization really built this up. Kerfoot says the connections made on Wednesday will last their lifetimes. Quote, "Whenever you can make those kinds of connections to be on the ice firsthand with the girls, it means a little bit more. And just to see the amount of girls out here, to see how much hockey is growing in the community in this area, it's fun to be a part of it." By the way, Alex Kerfoot, very smart guy. He went to Harvard.
Wow. He
doesn't have a public school degree in communications with a 2.8 GPA. Whoops. Oopsies. So smart guy. But again, he plays super hard when he's on the ice too. So yeah, I mean, he's just seems like a great fit for the Mammoth. But here's my question for you, Sam. This is why I brought you on. And I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah. You said no grilling. Here we go.
Just answer from the heart here. Like, I did not clue into this until I really started going with the podcast and started to meet more people and go to games and get more engaged with the community. I am like truly stunned how many like girls and women like love hockey.
I do remember you, like, when the podcast first started, you started looking at your analytics and you were like, I have a lot of women that watch my show.
It was inexplicable. I thought I was just getting like dumpy dudes who are like me, just psychos. I'm like, great, like the psychos speaking to the psychos. Like that'll be my niche, I feel. But like, I remember like I was sitting at a game, I think it was early in the season last year when the Avalanche made their first appearance, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey," I could hear like, "Are you Austin from SLC Puck?" And I turn around and it's this like just very nice like young lady who's sitting behind me. I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I like your show," and I'm like,
"Yeah."
I honestly didn't know someone in your demographic was listening to my show. So again, here's my question, Sam. Like, why? Like, what? Like, why do you think like girls like like hockey so much? I know you love hockey. Like, just like explain it to me.
It's more exciting than a lot of sports, you know? Like, football's never really done it for me. Like, football, I feel like football's very slow moving. Basketball, to me, you only need to watch the last 2 or 3 minutes. The rest of the game doesn't really matter, you know? But, like, I don't know. Hockey is just exciting. Like, I like the pace of it. It's just, it's fun. You know,
do you like the physicality? Do you like the...
Well, okay, I'm sure there's that part of it too. I've never gotten into this either, but there are like novels about like hockey players.
Oh my gosh, Sam!
I'm just telling you.
I know what you're talking about. I've heard about this
never
on Book
read
Talk.
them.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
These
never read them.
Novels about hockey.
I know they sell some at Walmart
fantasies.
too.
Oh,
so maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to read one and see. But
we got to fill some
like,
content this
I don't
summer.
know.
Yeah, we'll give a book review of some nasty smut, hockey related smut.
Yes, and then there's all the girls on TikTok that take videos of the hockey players warming up. And you actually sent us a video the other day of a goalie warming up, and I don't know, girls just...
They call it the boy aquarium, I think, like this is the slang. Tapping on the glass of the boy aquarium. I've seen that. It probably kind of, I mean,
that's getting to the extreme end of, you know, why the women like it, but...
And shout out to our friends, the donors, and I'm holding up a summer edition. This will have a permanent place on the set. I mean, it probably helps that like the boys, like I guess, have a certain cuteness to them too, right?
Yeah.
Like, like I get Dylan Gunther, like he's a cute guy. Yeah, you know, I get it. I guess they're all kind of cute, right? Like even our friends who have departed, Josh Doan and Michael Kesselring, they kind of had it a little bit, right?
Yeah, there's kind of a look.
Yeah, there's a look I think that kind of fits
the lettuce,
the Utah mold,
you know,
the flow.
Yeah,
maybe I got to get that back. It's just I don't want to go through the process of getting the flow back. Like it's just I do the buzz cut and the fade because it's just easier to roll out of bed and get on them. I can wake up 5 minutes before I have to go wherever I need to go, thanks to this haircut. But I think it's all those factors, right? I think like there's kind of a steep learning curve when it comes to like watching hockey. Like I think like some people think the lines are confusing and like all the circles, but like once you understand like the lines don't mean too much, like it's really the blue line. Yeah, that like there's basically 2 rules that you got to figure out, like icing and offsides. You get those 2 rules, hockey becomes much easier to digest. I think the other sports kind of have like things that are complicated and weird. Football has a zillion rules that I think would be hard to pick up and watch casually. I think basketball certainly does, and basketball is kind of like the pace is slowed down a lot too. Like you said, I think like just the last 2 minutes are exciting, and then the rest of the game is just like fouling and like you know, especially like today's NBA is like so. Yeah, it's just awful. It's just I don't know. I didn't watch a second of the Jazz last year. Yeah. Mostly because I was pretty aware of the fact it was the worst Jazz team in the history of the organization.
I do have to say, too, it was really funny for me and Mom to go to games together because, you know, we'd kind of sit in the cheap seats just to kind of be there. And it was so funny to hear, like, men behind us, like, kind of yelling at the game. And me and Mom would be like, you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. You know. Yeah.
You don't know. Oh, dude. There's nothing like, I hate
no offense to them, but it was just like, you don't know. No, you don't know. And then mom would get so into it. Like, just like me and Mom were probably so funny at games because we were just like
always
scream and yell and like be like, shoot the puck, you know, but like really like, what is he doing? You know, like coaching from the nosebleeds.
There's nothing I hate worse than like overhearing like a bro date. Hey guys, just want to start this episode out with a little bit of an ad here. You're going to love it, all right? Don't worry about it. It's hockey related. It's for the Ultimate Goalie Showdown in Ogden, August 29th, 4 p.m., Weber Ice Sheet. It's going to be a ton of fun. What this is a little bit of a charity hockey event that supports The Last Save, which is an organization. These guys do great work that supports families and children who are experiencing the hardships caused by mental health, substance abuse, and other trauma. We believe these struggles are deeply connected, according to The Last Save, and lasting recovery begins when we address them together. What a great cause, right? And it's a great way to unite the hockey community at the Ultimate Goalie Showdown. Again, they do these events all over. They just did one in Arizona. That was a ton of fun. And what's great is you'll see a lot of incredible hockey influencers playing a game. You'll have an opportunity to play as well. That's the kind of ticket they have. You can find out more at ultimategoalie.com. If you're interested in buying a ticket, contributing to this great cause, I've got a good deal for you. Enter the promo code SLC Puck for 10% off, and you'll see me on the ice. I'll be there having a lot of fun. I think Daniel Amesbury, who's known as Diamond Hands, minor league hockey brawler, will be there as well. I'll be avoiding punches from him. I don't think I'll be able to handle even a love tap from that guy, but it's going to be a ton of fun. I really hope to see you guys there. Be a great way to cool off, close out the summer strong, and support a great cause. So check out Ultimate Goalie Showdown at ultimategoalie.com. Don't forget the promo code SLC Puck for 10% off tickets.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
at a hockey game.
Yes.
And I had this experience a few times, and it did make my blood boil a little bit.
Well, especially because up there, everyone's leaning forward, so
yes,
they're
right in your ear. Yeah, but
Yes.
dude, you'd be listening to again, it's a bro day. It's two fellas just out, knocking down some beers and watching a hockey game. And one of the guys is clearly a little bit more experienced in watching hockey, or thinks he is. So, he'll be explaining the nuances of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to impress his bro date.
Uh-huh.
And again, I had that experience a few times last year where it's right in my ear and it's so irritating, and it's so it's not an informed take. It's not particularly insightful. It's just irritating, and I don't know. It's just it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to listen. So I can totally empathize with you there.
And me and Mom thought we were cool too, because we'd be like,
"Oh, you always think you're cool."
Schmaltz hasn't scored for a while, and then he would score 10 minutes later. And we're like, "Oh, it's his time to shine."
Mm-hmm. And it helped that Austin ripped his shirt off last year, and
we would just put that energy out there.
Saying "Eye of the Tiger."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should talk about Schmaltz maybe next episode, because I have a hot take on him. So let's tease next episode.
I love him. Glad he's staying around. I was a little nervous for a minute, but
you should stay nervous.
Well, shh.
That's my take, and we'll tease that there. But I think you make a lot of good points about why the females, why the ladies like hockey so much. I think it's great. We have so many great listeners and supporters who listen to the show, who are women, who are females, who are young girls of all ages, really. I can think of just a few examples, like Palak, who works for the Salt Lake Tribune. She's always coming to my watch parties. She's awesome. Big fan of Palak and the work she does at the Trib. Hannah as well is another one. Amber Russo, who is Adam Russo's wife, and she's a great supporter. I love Adam and Amber. So I'll just take the opportunity right now to just say thanks to the women who, I don't know, find this funny or choose to spend their time and their money with me. So that's great. I am of the opinion, Sam, I'll just end on this one hot take. I think the hockey scene here is really going to explode over the next decade, particularly as the Olympics get closer.
Yeah.
And as this team kind of evolves and grows and becomes a Stanley Cup contender. I think that'll mean a few things, right? I think we talked about how I think that we'll have another minor league team here. We're definitely going to have more rinks, more facilities. I think the Olympics help out a lot with that.
For sure.
I also have a theory that within this decade, if we're having this golden age era in hockey, that we'll have a PWHL team, professional women's hockey league team here at some point within the next 10 years. I mean, is that something you would be? And here's the thing: some of the best players live here in the off season. Hillary Knight is one of them.
Yeah.
Is that something you would be interested in?
I think it'd be cool. Yeah, for sure. I actually don't know if I've really seen a women's hockey game, but
the highlights are awesome.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's slightly different, but probably still pretty cool. And I do think too that this is my pitch to the Utah Mammoth.
Okay.
Please do a learn to play hockey for adult women.
Okay.
Yeah. You never.
I'll pass that along.
You never put an age on the women one, and so I'm always like, what about a 30-year-old? Is that you know?
No, I think that.
I think it could
I'll
be
get you out
fun.
there.
I think there would be a lot of adult women
Tons.
that would at least like one time, like I want full pads, like suit me up. Let me go try it. You know?
Yeah. Well, we did an adult men's clinic pretty recently down in Provo, and it was packed. It was buzzing. We had probably like 40 dudes there.
Yeah.
I mean, of all skill levels, do it for the ladies. Women who run the world.
Yeah,
girls. That's
exactly.
that's what Beyonce said. I just back to the PWHL thing. Like, you know, we've been talking about this a little bit. Like, you know, Maverick Center is going to be renovated, going to be empty, devoid of a team. That's why I theorize we'll eventually have minor league hockey back there at some point. I also think a women's professional team would be an amazing use for that venue. I mean, it's a little bit smaller than the Delta Center, but I think you make that more intimate and fun. They would crush.
Yeah.
They would sell that thing out every single game.
I remember going to, did they have a different Salt Lake Stars that was a women's basketball
WNBA team? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know I went to a couple games of that when I was little. Because it was like, it was cool, you know?
They did horrible.
I know.
Their attendance was horrific.
I just remember that really, really tall girl.
Margot Deerdeck or something like that. Yeah, she was a 7-footer from France. I think she passed away pretty young, actually.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Back to the...
But I did go to a few of those games, so I'm sure if there was like a women's hockey, you know, I'm sure people would go to it. And
I'm going to say something kind of crazy here. The women's hockey is a better product than the WNBA. It is like I would absolutely love to go to a women's hockey game. I think they did do a little showcase game earlier this year. I think
was a game
USA and Canada played. I think they did pretty well too in terms of attendance. So I think that's something like people around here would totally get behind of all genders, of all backgrounds. It's just fun. Like like again, I wish I had some or PWHL highlights to pull up for you, but like those women play very hard.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And there is like definitely some physicality there. They aren't plagued by like the egos that are like tearing the WNBA apart now. You know, anyway, we're not going to get into that, but I think everybody who's listening knows what we're talking about. Again, I think it'd just be like a really great product that I think people around here would really love. So let's end on that note. Sam, thank you for joining me for a midweek episode. This is
I'll go buy you a book at Walmart.
Yeah, some smut, some hockey smut, please. We got to fill content.
Yeah,
folks,
we'll report back.
We're gonna stay with you guys though through the summer, twice a week till we get to hockey season. It's coming up. We got August and September will be here. We'll be rocking and rolling. SLC Puck will be here for you guys all the way. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on social media at SLC Puck. Nashcast had a great episode with Reed Lowe this week. Go ahead and check that out. Support my guy Tyson and Mike Folta. And I'll see you guys in Ogden Thursday if you're listening to
tomorrow.
If you're listening to this on Thursday, today, whenever, I'll be up in Ogden. So come say hi. Love to meet you guys. And we'll see you later. Thank you.